Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to talk to you about how curiosity can help you develop your sense of conscious leadership. So stay tuned for an amazing session today. And remember, your story starts here. Now welcome back. Today I'd like to talk about learning, growth, and about curiosity. Remember that our leadership model states that either you navigate above the waterline, in which case you remain open, you remain curious, you remain committed to learning, or you navigate below the waterline, in which case you are closed, you're defensive, and you're more committed to being right. Well, a recent study by Sorbonne University in Paris shows that there are 4 parameters of sustained success, and those parameters are first an ability to learn, an agility to learn in a sense. Second, the concept of self-awareness. Successful people are very self-aware. The parameter number 3 is obviously strength in communication, and the parameter number 4 is the ability to influence. Today, in one session, we will cover the first 2 parameters, the ability to learn and to grow, and the ability to be self-aware. You remember from our last episode that our primitive brain, our limbic brain, controls some of our reactions, right? So for example, when something happens that we don't truly want, that we don't really expect, well, our limbic brain goes into full motion and places blame, rejects something, and forces you in a way to be right. And you spend a lot of energy in, well, proving that you're right. Correct? Now, the issue is not whether you're right or not. The issue is more that you're trying, you're putting energy into proving to someone or to yourself that you are right. And the amount of energy that you spend on this process is wasted. Now, I'll give you a little example. We all know that 2 + 2 = 4. That's reality. No one will question that. And if you had to explain that to someone, you wouldn't spend too much energy into trying to prove that this is right. No, this is just a fact. 2 + 2 = 4. Now, if I ask you to defend an opinion, either professional or personal, that you recently had, that really conflicted in some ways with the person in front of you, well, you probably will remember that you, yes, indeed, put a lot of energy into trying to prove that you're right, trying to explain why this opinion is the right opinion. Yet when you think about it, well, the fact that you had to devote so much energy maybe is an indication that, well, I might not be entirely right after all. Someone else's opinion might also have some validity. So the more energy we spend into proving that we are right, usually the less we are right. Now, don't worry, obviously, we all do that. This is not, this is very, very common. Again, our limbic brain maneuvers this way. The goal here is to make sure that we become conscious of this, and we try to go from under the waterline, from a state where we are trying to prove that we are right, to above the waterline, to a state where we are committed to learning something. Being curious, being open. We constantly will go back and forth, below, above the waterline, and that's okay. Don't try to fight that. Just try to be self-aware and realize, wait, am I under the waterline here? Am I trying to prove that I'm right? Let me switch. And it's all about that switch from going under the waterline to above the waterline. Now, I'd like to give you a little tool, because you may ask, well, yes, Bertrand, this is all great, but how do I perform that switch? Well, do I have a great tool for you? I'd like to bring you back to when you were a kid. Something that kids demonstrate that we tend to lose as adults is a sense of wonder. This is the key. Wonder. Now, as a little kid, remember, you were probably running around asking questions such as, I wonder why the moon is white. I wonder why elephants are gray. I wonder what would happen if I do that, even though sometimes you shouldn't be doing that. And you see, when you ask those kind of questions, you don't expect an answer necessarily. You don't even know whether there is an answer necessarily. But being in a state of wonder is extremely exciting. It fosters curiosity. Now, it's not easy. Being in a state of wonder forces you to, well, step a little bit into the unknown, explore, let go of what is familiar. It's not an easy commitment to make. Yet, it forces you to ask wonder questions. Now, what are some of those wonder questions in your professional life? Well, it could be, for example, I wonder what amazing service would look like. Or it could be, I wonder what I could learn from this difficult situation that has been bothering me for days. Or it could be, I wonder how I can inspire someone today. You see, those questions are very powerful. They don't call for an answer necessarily. They just put you in a state of mind. They help you go from under the waterline to above the waterline, being open, curious, being committed to learning. So you see, wonder, adopting a state of wonder, helps you maintain a commitment to growth, a commitment to learning, a commitment to curiosity. And in the end, what is important is that you say to yourself, I choose growth and I choose learning. And that will make me a better conscious leader. Thank you for your attention today. And again, remember, your story starts here, and I look forward to many more sessions with you. If you like this video, click the like button, register, subscribe to the channel. Don't hesitate to share it with your friends, your family, your colleagues, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.